'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life.
Good morning, y'all. How you doing? If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, hey there. My name is Renee, and I just wanted to update y'all. Life update, channel update. What's going on with us? I do apologize. This will be a chatty video. I know some people don't like that, and that's okay. And I also do apologize if I just word vomit all over y'all. Scatterbrain, so I just may word vomit. But so y'all know that I started this channel back in the spring of 2021 as a cleaning motivation channel, mainly for my benefit, to help motivate me clean, to hopefully help motivate others to clean too. But I was trying to motivate myself to clean, to fix my home. For most of y'all may know, but for those who don't know, me and Emmanuel, my husband, have a 3-year-old son now. His name is Declan. After I had Declan, I suffered postpartum depression for 2 years. Sorry, y'all, I'm super itchy right now. But I suffered PPD for 2 years. And I don't really know how to explain or talk about emotions or feelings, but it was one of the worst feelings that I had ever had. And I'm about to turn 31. Sorry, y'all. I had to do the math. In almost 30 years, it was just one of the worst feelings I've ever had. And postpartum depression affects every woman different. If they have to go through that, it affects everyone different. And one of the ways it affected me was I had no want or no desire or no motivation to clean my house. So when I started this channel, it was to motivate me to fix what I had abandoned and neglected, and to fix my big mistake. Mistake might not be the right word, but to fix what needed to be fixed, to make my house livable again, to make it a nice home. Now, granted, it's still messy, but it's not like it was. This is normal everyday mess now, with the exception of the big old counter that is now in the middle of my kitchen and living room. It's in the process of being stained and painted, and then I need to put some polyurethane on the countertop, so it's sealed. So that's just sitting there, but that'll be done soon and put where it needs to go. But just, my house is okay now. It is totally manageable. It's nowhere near what it was. Y'all can, if y'all have seen my first, I'd say dozen videos, my trailer was, is the only way I can describe it. I'm embarrassed about it, but at the same time, I also know mental illness, postpartum depression in general, it sucks. For whatever reason that anyone ever has for how they're feeling, sometimes your home takes the hit, and that may have just been word vomit. It may have not made any sense, but my home took a hit. So unless you've ever really gone through it, or maybe it affected you in the way that it affected me, you may not ever understand. But my home is manageable now. It's normal everyday stuff, We live busy lives. We have a toddler. Hopefully we'll have more children in the future, and hopefully I never have to experience those emotions ever again. But if I do, I know there's people I can lean on, people I can talk to. You know, I know there's help. Now, granted, I probably will never seek pharmaceutical help for it. Y'all know how I feel about pharmaceutical companies and their products, but there's ways that I can get help if ever I feel that again. But as of right now, my house is fine. When I started my channel, that's the season of life I was in. I was climbing out of a dump emotionally. Now me and Emmanuel are on a different season. Now with everything going on in the world, okay, hang on, let me backtrack. He had this property, he had this property before he even met me. We moved out here in 2017 after living closer to town on some family's property for almost a year. We moved out here. We always had dreams of turning this property into a homestead. We always had plans, we always had dreams. With everything that's happened in the world, in our country, we live in the United States, so with everything that's happening and happened, the last year and a half, 2 years have really lit a fire underneath of us. We see the importance of doing it now. Turning our property into a more self-sufficient, self-reliant homestead, I guess. So that's what we've started doing. In 2021, we started planning, we started prepping to turn our property into what we want it to be. Prepping in the sense of saving money. You know, we own our own business. Y'all know that we own a Matco tool truck. You know, there's highs and lows in owning your own business. So prepping in the sense of putting back money to purchase what we need to purchase, things like that. You know, a fire really got lit under us. So I'm out of the cleaning motivation season. I don't need that motivation anymore right now. So the channel has focused. Y'all may have noticed the last month or so, there's been a shift in content. We've been doing more things around the property and things like that, so that's what I've been showing y'all. Just showing you what life has in store for us, what life's been throwing at us, things like that, what we're doing. And now that it's not a cleaning motivation channel anymore, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it, it's not a cleaning motivation channel anymore. I posted in the community tab a couple weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago, explained, you know, we're in a new season of life, this is what we're doing now. Do y'all really want to see more clean motivation? You want to see more lifestyle videos? Or are you content with just seeing what life has in store for Emmanuel and me and our family? And most of y'all were cool with just seeing whatever we do. So the channel has shifted as well. You know, there was a shift in content in the last month or so. The channel shifted as well. It will no longer be called It'll Be Alright. It's now going to be IBA Homestead. So we're still keeping the It'll Be Alright, but it's just going to be IBA Homestead. That also ties in with our life here, not just what we show on YouTube, but our life here. We've got plans for a farm stand, and we may join the farmers market again. We're talking about it, but that, you know, that when we did it before, that was a pretty big commitment. So we don't know if we're going to join the farmers market again this year, but we'll definitely have a farm stand on our property at the end of our drive. So IBA Homestead ties into that too. So this will just be IBA Homestead, and that's what the channel will also be called. So, you know, that is shift. It's a new season of life that me and Emmanuel are in, with everything going on in the world, in our country. We're learning new skills. We're doing new things on the property to, you know, be more self-sufficient, more self-reliant, to be able to take care of our family if when times are needed, not just because of everything going on in the world and the country, but because we own our own business. There's highs and lows of owning your own business. Some months may not be as good as others, or whatever, some weeks, whatever. So in times of struggle, we just want to be able to take care of ourselves and provide for our family. So that's the season of life we're in. That's the new focus of the channel, the new direction, the new name. I know I just word vomited all over y'all. I apologize for that. My mind was going one way and then it jumped the track to another thing. I don't remember if it flowed or not. But so that's what's going on with the channel and with life. Well, not with life. Now we're moving on to things that we're working on. So what's currently going on with Emmanuel and I is we each have our own little projects going on around the homestead. We can pretty much only work like if weather permits, like temperatures are good, it's not rainy or snowy or anything like that. Y'all know that we have a couple chickens still. We are going to be getting more laying chickens. I think we're going to go ahead and get chicks. So didn't want to do that last year. Chicks are a little more maintenance than just pullets or chickens. But I think we're going to go ahead and get chicks. That way they can be familiar with us most of their lives, But y'all know that we've also started working on the big plot, the big garden plot. That's pretty much done. He went ahead at my request and tilled up a smaller plot across the yard. So I'm working on that. It needs a couple more tillings. It needs the rocks pulled out. The big garden plot should be good now. I'm sure more will come up to the surface. If y'all don't know, we live in Missouri Ozarks here. And Missouri's main natural crop is rock. So the big garden plot, we pulled up most of the rocks. I've got to work with the new garden plot with all sorts of things. He wants to do meat birds this year, so he is working on a chicken tractor. That's a project that he has. And we're in the process of making a video about it. He kind of wanted to do a video, so I said sure. And that's he's going to be more involved with the channel now. He didn't want to be filmed cleaning. What husband and wife have a clean motivation channel? Now that I think about it, that would be cool. Husband and wife clean motivation channel. But that's just not what we're doing. So he's got projects, I've got projects. We are going to be getting pigs again this year. We haven't had them since 2016, but we're going to be getting some feeder pigs. We still have the pig pen up on top of the hill. I've never showed y'all, but it's like at the back part of our property. But sometime in the last year or so, mind you, there were no animals in the pig pen. We haven't had animals in there in like 5 years. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, like 5 years or so. So there were no animals, but a couple trees fell down over the pig pen in the last couple years, and crashed through fencing and things like that. So we're trying to decide if we want to keep the pig pen up there, and if we do, some stuff needs to be replaced, or if we want to move the pig pen closer down the hill, just on the other side of the shipping container. So there or there, we don't know yet. We're still deciding, but if we move it, there is some things that we can salvage from the original pen, but some things, we'll have to buy brand new or use what we have, make do with what you got, who knows. But so we're going to be getting pigs as well. We're going to be getting more laying chickens. We're going to be getting meat birds. We're going to be doing the garden. We're going to have the farm stand to sell extra plant starts or extra produce or baked goods. What else do we kind of have plans for this year? We are talking about possibly this summer buying a wood mill so we can mill our own lumber for things that we want to do. You know, sometimes just having that security of knowing that you can have your own lumber without waiting to see if our local hardware store has what we need or paying outrageous pricing. And it's not the local hardware store's fault. We love our local hardware store. Friends with the owners and things, you know, awesome place. But, you know, getting a wood mill would be another step into becoming more self-sufficient and self-reliant. So that is in the works. I don't know. You know, okay, so I told y'all about the wood mill. He had asked me, because we would also love to have a freeze dryer. So he asked me, well, do we want a freeze dryer this year or do we want the wood mill? And after thinking about it, the wood mill makes more sense right now. The freeze dryer would be cool to have, you know, it would be another method of preserving our food. But I'm leaning more towards the wood mill. Maybe next year a freeze dryer, but so that's a big purchase. I would like to still get a dehydrator. We don't have one. Whenever we use one, we always have to borrow my stepdad's. I think pretty much that's all of what we're going to be doing this year, unless just something pops up. You know, we rent out most of our property to a friend of ours, you know, most of the pasture. He has his cattle out there. I think Emmanuel's been kind of been planning future use of that pasture for us. So this may be the last year that we rent out the pasture to our friend. It may not. We'll just have to see. Sorry y'all, I'm looking at my list over here, making sure I've hit all of the topics that I wanted to hit. I think I have. So just a general recap. Started as a cleaning motivation, mainly for my benefit. We're in a new season of life now where our priorities have changed. We're focused on the homestead now. With everything going on in our world and country, you know, we live in the United States, and there's already some supply chain issues, and there is a possibility of more. With everything going on, I'm not going to get into it, but focus is homestead now. We want to be able to take care of ourselves, learn new skills, so that'll be where the channel's going. Learning new skills, becoming more self-reliant, more self-sufficient, showing what's on the homestead, things like that. I don't always have time to sit there and clean all day, because I clean a little here and I clean a little there, and that's how I make it manageable. So new channel focus, new channel name, from It'll Be Alright to IBA Homestead. We went over our projects we're currently working on. We went over some plans for the future. I'm pretty sure that's it. So sorry if I word vomited all over y'all. Thankfully it's not the type where you need a towel. But so I'm gonna go ahead and close out, and I will see y'all in the next one. I pray that y'all have a great week. If y'all have any prayer requests, you can still leave them down below in the comments or message me on Instagram. Like I said, we are not creating a new channel, but the channel has a new focus because we are in a new season of life. This current channel will have a name change. The Instagram will still be the same. The email will still be the same. So that's what's going on. I'll see y'all in the next one.
You can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life.